Alright, I didn't get to film much yesterday because my camera battery is dead, but definitely stay here. Highly recommend Stanimals. Charlie, strings, great people. Shout out Charlie, he's dipping out right there. Thank you for the hospitality. I'll make sure to send you something back when I get from Maine. But for today, we're gonna have to keep heading north. All right, so some gear changes, got some new shoes. Ended up getting a new rod in my backpack because it broke in half. So I just shipped back the loaner pack to Z-Pack. I only really needed the rod. I had 14 pancakes this morning. Yes, 14 pancakes. And 2 Pop-Tarts, which is actually 4 Pop-Tarts. So I am feeling good. And I'm ready to climb up this set of stairs. All right. I think this is on Bluff Mountain. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's a view right there. Good stuff. Wow. I was mistaken. We still have a little bit until we summit Bluff Mountain. 5 more miles, but we're on Little Rocky Road right now. That's where this spectacular view is. But Bluff Mountain's even higher up, so let's see what happens. That's amazing. Amazing. Rest in peace, little Audie Klein Powells. That's crazy. She was only 4 years old? This is where her body was found apparently, but we're right at the top of the mountain. So that's really odd. I don't know the full story behind that, but here we go. Bluff Mountain, baby. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, this side too. Shout out to Sergeant Sunshine. You can probably see him in my pack there. These 2 moms gave me homemade macadamia nut cookies while I was climbing up Bluff Mountain, so I think I'm gonna eat them right here. Yep. Let's go. I didn't see any marker for it, but 800 miles. Woo! Hey, hundo. Let's go. Apparently, the next 1.4 mile section, watch for the remains of an abandoned community. Freed slaves built and lived in this small farm community in the early 1900s. The memories and insights into life on Brown Mountain Creek came from a former resident, Mr. Taft Hughes, during an oral interview with the Forest Service. Their homes were small and the people hard-working. The food was simple but nourishing. Mr. Hughes remembered his mother's ash cakes, which were cooked on the hearth covered with ashes and coals. She would take them out there and she would have a special broom made from corn, broom corn. She'd sweep them off real good and then would wash them. You didn't taste any ashes on them, but they were much sweeter than if you baked them in the stove. Much sweeter. We'd eat them right there and lots of times for supper. We'd have that and a glass of milk. I wished I had one now. It would be impossible to match that flavor. Observe as you walk. Be aware that history surrounds you. Keep your eyes and mind open to explore the secrets held by the land. Absolutely amazing. Just some more history for Brown Mountain Creek. The hills and hollows along the AT hold many secrets that a keen eye and creative imagination can unravel. As you travel south along the next 1.4-mile section of the trail, you can see the remnants of a small farm community along Brown Mountain Creek. It was a unique community in that the inhabitants were freed slaves. Here, living as sharecroppers, they raised tobacco, oats, wheat, and corn. Former resident Mr. Taft Hughes explained how the sharecroppers paid rent. My dad paid a fourth of the crop. If you owned your team, you only paid a fourth. But if you didn't own your team, and the landlord had to furnish a team, you had to give half of what you made. There was a grist mill in the community that ground corn to make cornmeal. The sharecroppers paid Joe Davis, the mill owner, 1/8 of their corn in payment for grinding their corn. This community disbanded in the early 1920s when they sold their land to the Forest Service. Also, they'll probably be watching this if they end up checking out my YouTube channel like they said they would. But shout out to the people at Brown Mountain Creek Shelter. I forget all your names, I'm not gonna lie. It was just a lot of names. Yeah, it happens a lot. You guys probably understand. But yeah, it was great speaking to you. They were all from like the Florida area. That or they've visited before, so it was just cool to talk to them because they knew, you know, where I lived. They like knew the area, so it was really awesome. Just wanted to document that. Shelter is not convenient at all. It's like 0.6 off the trail. So I think my plan for today is actually going to be try and find a stealth camp and pitch my tent. And just, yeah, hopefully maybe get a spot on top of the mountain I'm climbing up, which is Big Bald, and hopefully get a good spot for sunrise. That would be pretty cool. Haven't done that yet, so I think I might do that because I'm not trying to walk 0.6 off trail and 0.6 back on in the morning just to lay in a wooden box when I could lay in a nice light box closer to trail.